Jeff Little here with Wilderness Systems Kayaks, and I have a brand new Wilderness Systems Radar 135 that my son Cooper here is sitting in. And the first rigging job that I do with any boat is put a retractable anchor system on there. And I'm going to go over the install, but before I even do that, I want to make sure that you get one safety feature installed on your PFD. And that's this right here. You need a knife. If you're using an anchor, you need a knife on your life vest to be able to quickly pull it off and cut the anchor line if you get caught. All right, now that that's squared away, we're gonna look at all the different components. I'm gonna be using a mushroom anchor. This is a retractable clothesline spool. You can get those at the hardware store or ordering them on Amazon. Got some parachute cord. I'm going to replace the line that this comes with this because it goes through my fair leads a little bit better. I got a zigzag cleat here. That is going to be installed on the slide track right there, and going to guide some line through this little do-jigger. This is I think Harmony sells these little brass discs and that hardware, and I got some more of those brass discs for the zigzag cleat. An anchor shackle that just allows when the anchor hits the edge of the boat and wants to come up on the top deck, that just gives it a little bit of something to turn on to go topside. And then I got some duct tape, or in this case Gorilla Tape. So tools I'm going to be using: drill, an index, ratchet set, and a driver set. So, all right, we'll start by I guess gutting the retractable clothesline out of the spool. Pull this out of the package, and all you're doing is getting rid of this stuff. Once you get to the end, you're going to actually tape the last 2 feet of it to the body of it, because if you cut it and then lose it, you lose all your tension and it's basically useless. So I got 40 feet here. It's a 40-footer. There, I'm at the end. All right, so before I even cut, I'm gonna get some tape. Tape it to the body so I don't lose the tension. Then I can cut it. Now that I've cut it, I'm going to attach the parachute cord, and I don't have a really fancy knot. There's a half hitch there. There's a half hitch here. Pull those two together, get some more tape, tie that around it, do the same thing on this side. Just wrapping that around. All I've done is just replaced this rubbery stuff that will not go through your fair leads well with this parachute cord that will. All right, now that it's secure with that little juncture there, we pull this apart, get rid of that tape, and it's already gathering line. Now when you're doing it, if you don't have more than 40 feet, you want to make sure, because you're still going to have tension, that you tape it to that. Okay, so now that you have that done, we'll put this to the side. You're not in danger of losing the tension because you got the tape on there. We'll put this aside, throw this in the garbage, and then we'll start working on our hardware. All right, we're going to start with the zigzag cleat, and these bolts that I have that fit into the slide tracks hardware, the Harmony little brass discs, they slide in there and then I'll tighten it down. But this hole right here isn't big enough. In fact, I might even be able to mash it with my Allen wrench, but usually I don't do that. I got my drill, and I'm gonna choose for my index the right size just to make it a little bit bigger. Trying to remove enough plastic that, where's my bolt, that it's going to fit through there. And at this point, I think with a little bit of pressure, yeah, it's going to make it through there. All right, zigzag cleat is secure. That's not going anywhere. Now we're gonna, usually I house the spool here in the back somewhere, usually in the rear well. And I'm actually, instead of putting more hardware there, I'm gonna take this bungee and run it up through there. And that way, I've got that little hole to run the anchor line through. With that rerouted, we can run that anchor line up through here, along the side to the zigzag cleat. I'm gonna put one more fair lead somewhere up in here, and then we're gonna start working on our hardware up near the bow. Now this is a tricky area because what you want to accomplish is having this anchor not sit down here where it's gonna be banging with every wave announcing your arrival. You want it to come at least up onto the edge like this. So you're either gonna have it coming off of this side or this side. I usually don't do it across the top. Now on the Attack it's nice because you got a flatter point that it can come right up on there. And in fact on the Attack 120 it comes with the hardware up here, and I just use the insert there, and it goes right on there, and it comes topside nice. This is a little bit different deck design, and every bow is going to be a little bit different. My goal here is to have it at rest come right up like that, so it's not going to be swinging and banging. All right, I've added that one there. Let's just come back. We're going to go ahead and run our line, and that way as we come up through here, and I'm going to bypass the zigzag. That's really just to secure it. We're going to run it here and see what's a good angle to come up here. You want one that doesn't interfere with the lid. You don't want it to rub on anything. You don't want to interfere with this paddle keeper. I'm thinking that we're going to have the anchor stow on this side, right? Hang off the left side and maybe come to about there. So let's see. Yep. Okay, and now we're going to put this little fair lead here. I'm just going to put that at an angle, and I got hardware here, and I'm going to reach in the hatch and make sure that that's on there real secure. All right, I went ahead and put it in, but like I said, every bow is different, and I didn't like how sharp of a turn it was going to make on this piece of plastic. So I decided to put this carabiner and this pulley, and that's where it likes to rest. Oh, and the anchor shackle didn't fit on there. I tried grinding that, and it was going to need more than I could do. So I just put this carabiner on there, and it's going to function the same way an anchor shackle will. So I went ahead and strung it up, and let me show you its operation. It's good to go. That's it.